Hey everyone, Caleb here. Welcome to day 17. I know I've been gone for 2 days. That was because schoolwork has been piling on a lot for me these past 2 days, and I had to gear up for an algebra test, which I literally just took only 10 minutes ago. Your boy passed. Let's go. I'm actually going to get into that when we get to today. Um, in in this video when we get to the topic of today. But I have to go over kind of like the next 2 day or the past 2 days before I can get to today. So yeah. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Um, Trying to remember, was it? Man, when did I make my last video? Hold on, 1 second, guys. Let me make sure, just so I know which days. It's the first time I'm doing this, but just so I know which days. Sorry if it's a little dark, but I need to know which day I last talked about. That way I don't like mold 2 days. So 1 second, let me just. This was uploaded. Pardon me, 1 second. October the 4th. Doesn't give me a straight day. Okay, last time I talked was Wednesday. Okay, so that leaves Thursday and Friday to talk about. Okay. Alright, so talking about Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday, um, I still have not been back in the gym for leg day, which is what I usually use to finish out my routine. Now, there's two reasons for that. I just want to peruse over them really quick. So, haven't been back in the gym the past 2 days, not even tonight. Literally, primarily just because work. I've had to do quite a lot of work. Thursday, I couldn't do it in between my two classes because, well, it's in between my two classes. So I wouldn't have been able to get much done necessarily in terms of that, considering that my class starts at 6 and then my previous class ends at 2:15, which does not leave me a lot of room for 2 hours in the gym, and especially since I had to get work done in between that period. So I just decided, it'd be more productive on both Thursday and Friday if I use that period to on Thursday, actually. On Thursday, thought it'd be more productive just to use that period to kind of just do work and catch up on what I needed to catch up on, which did definitely end up paying off. I got a lot of the stuff that I need to get done finished, which is a very good thing. Um, and then not really much else happened that day. Yesterday, quite a bit to talk about though. So yesterday I had to do my final lessons in algebra before I led up to the test that I did today. And to go through that, I had to do a whole bunch of quizzes. I had a crap ton to do, and I do mean a crap ton. And I didn't even do it all. I didn't even do all that I planned yesterday. I could only get barely even half of it done, and I was running past midnight. Um, Yesterday, I was just really just kind of down. I think it's just been all the work that's been happening lately. Um, with me being it's already 3 weeks, and I kind of feel like it's starting to get a little overwhelming. I'm gonna be honest here. Uh, it's starting to feel like the work is getting a little overwhelming. Like it's starting to get to me now. I could definitely feel it before I did the test today. I was very nervous. I just wasn't. I just had an overwhelming sense of dread the whole entire day for no reason, no matter what I did, whether it was actually doing the work or it wasn't. It was just me relaxing. It was just a big sense of dread, likely because I'm not good at algebra, not in any sense. So I was just worried that I wasn't gonna pass, and that would tank my grade in the class. And of course, I have to maintain certain grades in my class for a Bright Future scholarship that I have. As far as I'm concerned, anyway, there's definitely something with that, but it's It's just, it's been starting to get to me, and also the fact that, I have so much work now that I'm not even sure I'll be able to take as many hours as I want to whenever I finally get my new job. I think I might actually only be able to get a job and work on the weekends and leave weekdays as days for school, which is not ideal at all because that way I am making far less money. And I need the money now, probably more than ever, for this go-karting thing. For everything in terms of racing, for go-karting, to continue doing my sessions, and to hopefully save up for. I have to save up for one, my own car at some point, and then a car after that. And both of them are not are not cheap in any sense of the word. And uh, it's a situation that it's kind of hard to see some positives. We'll just say that. It's a situation where I kind of have to try and force myself to see some positives that maybe aren't there. Um, so it just feels like, it's just that my college experience, it feels like, has been nothing but just overwhelming work and dread so far, and just paranoia of me constantly looking over my shoulder and constantly being paranoid that I might be missing work or failing a assignment or something like that. I have to constantly stay on top of things every day, and it's not making me feel good about myself because um, with all this work that I have to do, my sleep schedule is completely destroyed, for one, and I'm out of the gym even more and more now. You know, it's and it's also getting in the way of my work too. Third big reason. And you know, it's just it's making me become somebody that I don't like being, if that kind of makes sense. Over the summer, I woke up a lot earlier. I was getting up at like 8, 7 o'clock. I was getting up early and I felt good about that because I could get more done in a day. But now I'm sleeping in until almost 11, and I hate that. I think that also has to do with because I've always been an early riser. I've always liked being an early riser. I never wanted to be a late riser. I think it was probably something where I probably just wanted to be different than everybody else my age. I think that's kind of where that stems from. But regardless of that, it doesn't make me feel good that I'm sleeping in well past 9 everything, 9 or 11, 11 o'clock. It's just it doesn't feel good. And the fact that I'm not getting out, for one, and two, I'm not able to stay in the gym. It's just really kind of starting to creep into personal my personal confidence. It really is. And it's something that I would say it's something that I have to find a way around, but I'm not sure how many ways there are around something this big because the work is interchangeable. It's not going to change. The amount of work I have is the amount of work I have, and um, you know, it it just gets overwhelming. Just simply put, so I can stop just going off on random tangents. It's getting a little overwhelming. Just simply put, and it's starting to have an effect on me. So, what are some things I can do to fix that thing? I don't know. Maybe what I'm trying to do is set alarms for 7, 8 o'clock times I used to wake up at, so I can fix my sleep schedule and try not to get to bed past like 12 or 1. I've been getting to bed past 1 now, and I do not like that. And, it doesn't make me feel good that those hours in a day are hours that I could have used to work towards racing, to work towards my dream, but instead I've given it to somebody. I've basically just given somebody else 4 hours advantage where they're already done with work and I'm already getting up. There's no physical person like that, but I know that there is somebody out there, and I have to keep that in mind because I have to keep that working mindset of constantly outworking and trying to be the best because that's what it's going to take for this dream. And this is a big obstacle, and I'm going to have to find a way around it. So, um, yeah, I mean, not much more to say than that. I'm just hoping that the work lets up at some point soon so that I can actually take some time to focus on myself and work on myself and what I need to work on, what I need to focus on. Because there's a lot in terms of a job, in terms of, working towards this dream of mine and, all that. And I need time for that, and school's kind of taking that away. So it's probably just going to have to require me planning a lot better and me just being more willing to sacrifice some work time to get in some personal time, some much needed personal time, instead of just being in work mode the whole time, the whole day. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, not much more to say. We're already past 11 minutes, and that was just me ranting on and on, so I apologize for that. Um, I didn't really mention any other details in the past 2 days because there wasn't much that happened outside of work, so this is basically all that was just happening. This is basically just everything that was happening. But, uh, yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to say. I'm glad. I will say one thing though, I really am glad that I have this channel now because it feels kind of good to just talk that out, even if it's to just a camera. And I know that some of you might not want to listen to me rant on for 12 minutes, so I wouldn't be surprised if y'all stopped watching already, which I don't blame you. I probably would have. But, for any of you that may have continued watching, thank you for listening to me just kind of pour out my problems. That's also part of what I want this channel to be is, that's also a big part of this channel is, discussing struggles, new obstacles in my life that I have to overcome towards my dream. And, well, I get what I signed up for. So, yeah. So that'll about do it. Thank you all very much for watching. Even if I probably put you to sleep. My bad. I'll try to do better next time. But, anyways, so thank you all for watching. Hope you guys are doing well. And I hope to see you guys again soon. See you.